Well, folks, here we are. I just got on here, and it's 4:59 p.m. Central Time. So, if anybody's out there, come on in, and let's do some Hangout today. Got a lot of stuff to talk about and share some pen carries that I'm carrying, and just talk about all kinds of stuff, okay? So, wow, okay. Back there you see a little cubby. One of my viewers, Ricky, sent this to me. Looks like Kabish when he was a baby. So, a little bit what's going on today. Been really, really busy, really just a hectic day. It's been this, it's been that, and 10,000 things, and it just freaked me out. So anyway, let's talk about this, the upcoming schedule. So, a lot of you know now, or maybe not, that I am doing the Zoom. And I try to bring on different guests on whatever months they're available to come on my Zoom Pen Hangout. So that's pretty cool. I've had Brian and Lisa Anderson. I've had Tom Adu from Ghost Spot Pen / The Ink Journal. I've had Frank from Federalist Pens. If I'm missing anybody, let me know.
Hello to John Lopez.
And I'm trying to think. I've had a few more, but it's been going very well.
Hello, James.
So, also what I've started was the Pen Pal Meetup. Tony, you like to pronounce his last name?
Rustisi.
Rustisi. And I have formed the Pen Pal Meetup, and we do that on Zoom. We do that once a month, and the next date for that is going to be December the 8th at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We have a blast. You need to come and check us out and hang out with us. We talk about all kinds of stuff concerning pen pals, okay?
John asks, how are you feeling?
Well, John, to be honest with you, it's been a rough day, but I got to doing this, and so it kind of takes my mind off the rough day I had, and it kind of gives me this gives me the support I need to help me deal with the extreme pain issues that I have 24/7. Believe it or not, it kind of takes my mind off of it, and you guys out there really help me more than you know. So the Pen Pal Meetup is going to be on Tuesday. I invite everybody, if you have time, to come join us. And on Saturday, the Fort Worth Pen Club, now this is going to be new for a lot of folks, is meeting at 3 p.m. on the Zoom Pen Hangout. Now, I've spoken with Janice, and we're going to open up the Fort Worth Pen Club, open the doors and blow it off. And you know what? Anybody that would like to join the Fort Worth Pen Club can now. I don't care if you're in the U.S. anywhere or abroad. It's open. So now you're able to participate in the Fort Worth Pen Club and hang out with us and get to meet other pen enthusiasts and just share your pens, share your inks, your stories, your paper, share your heart with other folks that understand where you're coming from. And you can find the group as well on Facebook. Isn't that right, Mr. Announcer?
Yes, Larry's Fountain Pen Pals is the Pen Pal group.
So you want to go to Larry's
Fountain
Pen Pals on Facebook. Now, what if they don't have a Facebook thing? Can they still check it out? I think you can. If you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel, you'll know when I will be doing a Zoom with me. Okay. And then you can just come right on in. I believe the pass codes and is all that on my Zoom channel. So, and really, that is a blast.
We have John that says he still writes his Pen Pal in Germany. They've been writing for 34 years.
Good Lord. Well, welcome, my friend. Peace and love to all y'all.
And hello to Federling.
Hello there. So, and on Saturday the 12th as well, we're going to have at 6 p.m. on the Zoom Pen Hangout. Frank from Federalist Pens. Now, this is one you want to watch. Frank is doing some live stuff at the mall. I've done one on him, I think it was last week. You can just see a sample of all the incredible stuff that Frank from Federalist Pens carries in his store. It's among us. And his brother, the fearless wonder, Mark, helps him set up or tear down or do whatever Mark does. But they're tight. Mark and Frank are tight. Mark, Frank, and his dad are all tight. So that's something to look forward. So now let's talk real quick about January. Then we'll come back to December. I am talking with Youth Appelboom from Appelboom Pens in the Netherlands, and we're working on a day and time so he can be a guest in January sometime, so that's going to be awesome. Kevin from Fountain Pen Revolution, we're working with him right now to get a date for this month. So, what else is going on? I think Dan on my phone, you already got it. You see Dan? He's trying to find some information out. Phone's in my bag in the den. So we're doing a lot of things that are all kind of crazy today, and no editing going on. What you see, what you hear is actually what's happening right now, because it's real, okay? And I want to keep it real. So you can see all the things that we have to do, that we didn't do, and that we needed to do, that didn't get done, but what the heck, we're here to have fun. But those are all important dates for those that would like to join us. So again, Pen Pal Meet, 6:30 p. Zoom Pen Hangout, Tuesday on the 8th. Again, on Saturday the 12th, we got a double hitter. The Fort Worth Pen Club meets at 3 p.m. Central Time on Zoom Pen Hangout. And then at 6 p.m. Central Time, Frank from Federalist Pens will also be joining us on Zoom Pen Hangout. So this is what's going on for this month. A lot of stuff going on, my friends. So I've been keeping busy. We been working with Cubby. It's been confirmed today. We took him to see his doctor, the vet, Dr. Braswell, and Cubby does have dementia. So right now he's on 3 different medications. 2 of them are pain meds, and one of them is something to boost his appetite with. So, and then today they put him on 2 more for the
Sleeping.
yeah, one for sleeping, and the other is for the dementia. So we'll we got to pick that up. Like we go to Walgreens for that.
Hello to Frank, Kara, and Norm.
So we got a lot of that going on with him. And what else is going on? Getting ready for Christmas, of course. We have the tree up. So I think that's what's going on as of right now, but things do change. Now,
we have a very special guest watching. It is Julie from La Bella, Italy. She's in Kosovo at the moment.
Well, hello, Julie.
And hello to Dan Roseberry.
She's in where now, Julie?
Kosovo.
That's not Julie from La Bella?
Yes, yes.
Julie! Hi, Julie. How you doing, dear? Okay, y'all. Julie, she's in where now?
At the moment, she's in Kosovo.
She's in Kosovo. Is that Italy?
No.
No, Romania?
It's a country somewhere in that area.
Yeah, it's a country somewhere. So anyway, Julie, yes, let me introduce you to Julie. Wonderful, super nice young lady. And she works at La Bella's Italian restaurant here in Fort Worth, which Mr. Announcer and I go there religiously, and we have missed you, Julie, so much. it's just not the same without you. But been talking with Monty and his brother, and hopefully you'll be back maybe January. So thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me today, Julie. You made my day. Wow. Because, every time I go into y'all's store, I always ask, have you heard from Julie? Blah, blah, blah. So great to hear from you.
And we also have Dan.
Dan, welcome, my brother.
And a guest from India, I am going to assume, and I know I'm going to butcher the name, Jajit, perhaps, or Jajit.
Okay. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I will butcher it. I was invited to attend one of the Pen Hangouts, Pen Club meetings from India, but I had so much going on with the cubby. My plate was full, and I just couldn't make it. So maybe next time I'll get on there and try to make it, guys. But my book was full today, and looks like it hadn't stopped yet. So let's talk about pens. Are y'all ready for some pen stuff? Okay. This year, I'm going to break it down to my 10 top favorite pens, which is really hard for me to do, right? And then I'm going to break it down to my 5. And then I'm going to break it down to my 3. It's going to be rough. I had that same problem last year, but I have it every year. So right now, one of my pen carries right now is one of my favorite. Do you know what that one is? Vintage Parker 51 with a 14K gold nib. Now, let me share this with y'all. Hello, Roberta. I do get into vintage pens. Now, you may not see me do a whole lot of vintage pens, and you're not. I am not the type of person that will just jump on any vintage pen. That's not saying I won't. Favorite vintage pens that I do like to get into would be like the Wherever fountain pen, which is a pretty cool pen. Here's a Waterman fountain pen, screw off cap with a hooded nib. They're all vintage pens. So, and then of course, the one and only Esterbrook. Beautiful pen that I need to ink it up again. So, I go for Parker, Schaefer as well.
Hello to Sean and Onder from London.
Welcome aboard, London. So, yes, I do love vintage. Vintage, for me, plays a big part in my life. It takes me back to the days growing up when I first started using fountain pens in elementary school. And like I've always said many times before, if only a pen could talk, share the history where that pen has been. So those are a few. Now, the next one I'm going to be doing is a platinum, and Mr. Announcer is going to give the name.
Okay, this one I haven't seen before, I don't think. Prefonte?
Yeah, I've done reviews on it. And here it is. Really a super duper pen. Not expensive, but the pen delivers. I'm satisfied with it. And here is the nib. Okay? Really a super nice pen. I think I have 3 or 4.
And Sean, yeah, we've been off the live stream for a while too. We finally just got the software to work. We are both doing rather well. And John wants to know, what types of fountain pens did your teachers use in elementary school?
Schaefer and Parker were the ones that I remember. Now here's one of my favorites. Y'all know this one, right? What does that remind you of? Yes. Yes. Well, we don't have, Frank, our software issues are not resolved really because I'm on the iPad. On the laptop, we couldn't get them fixed yet. So anyway, so this is the Jinhao 159, the Jinhao nib. Really a nice pen, at least for me. in my way of thinking. And here's why it's so nice. Because you're able to change out the nibs on this. It uses a number 6 nib, friction fit. So I change them out, and this way I can test other nibs, extra fine, fine, medium, broad, 1.1, 1.5, stuff like that.
Okay, Jajit is asking, is that a Jin Hao?
Yes, this is the Jin Hao. Yep.
Okay, John says, I'm an elementary school teacher and use the pens in class with his students.
Oh, okay, John. So what kind of pens do you use and do your students use? Coca-Cola.
Okay, they're still doing online teaching in California because of the high infection rates.
Right. So what pens are you using and your students use when you're at school? Dun, 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 dun.
Pilot varsity pens.
Okay, cool. I have those too. I've used and which I've reviewed before. Now, you know, every year you're going to hear about a certain pen that they call the workhorse pen. Does that ring a bell to anybody? The workhorse pen. The Lamy 2000. And that's been mine for a couple of years. So I can tell you now that that's not going to be my workhorse pen this year. I'll give you that much info on that. Not because there's anything wrong with it, because there's not. It's a cool pen. But there's other pens that, in my opinion, that work just as well, at least for me, okay? Now, here's the one here, the Lamy Luxe right here. Beautiful fountain pen, which I really love everything about Lamy. Now, some people do not like the grip section on it because how it's made, for some people, they just didn't jive with their fingers. But for me, it helps me a lot keep my fingers in place. And I like this pen so much that I have put on it a 14K gold nib. It's a medium nib on it, and it rocks. This pen rocks.
Anders says, I have a Meisterstuck I've been using for a while, but the nib bleeds all the time. He recently bought a Twisby and likes the nib and that pen. JG used to have a Hero 992 and an old Pilot eyedropper made in India during elementary school. John says, back in 2019, the folks from the U.S. distributors of Pelican gave his students fountain pens.
Wow, that's cool. Let's go back to who was the person with the Meisterstuck? Under. Back to your problem, my friend. Is that the Mont Blanc Meisterstuck 149, or is it the 146, 144? Which one is it?
And John, I teach 7th grade. We've been back in person since the beginning of the school year.
So let me know so we can talk a little bit about your issues. So another pen carry of mine is a pen that I just really, really love. The limited edition, right here, Conklin Courage. Beautiful fountain pen. Stunning. A nice, smooth, wet nib. A Jowo number 6 screw-in nib right there. Just a beautiful fountain pen. And I can't say enough good about it. I picked this little baby up from Federalist Pens. What's going on over there now?
John says, 7th grade, you're going to go straight to heaven. Yeah, dealing with the adolescent hormones is pretty interesting. Anders says, I have a Meisterstuck 10652 Classic.
Is that the thin one? I'm thinking probably a smaller one as far as the girth-wise. On that, it's leaking or is it drops of ink coming out?
The nib is bleeding.
The nib is bleeding. I'm trying to understand that. The nib is bleeding. Are you talking about the nib inks falling out between the nib and the feed? Kind of help me out because it's kind of hard to me to picture the pen, what's going on with it. Yeah, I was going to say the feed. But,
And hello to Bill.
now the Mont Blanc is a pen that, unless you know what you're doing, don't mess with it. Some people do and they have good luck with it. Some people don't and they have bad luck with it. Uh, you might send it to a Nibmeister to check it out and get it fixed. I think it would probably be something worthwhile to look in on your end. I do love Mont Blanc right off the bat. One of my favorite pens. Love them to death. I have several. And here's one that a pen is to die for. Right here. The Mont Blanc Star Walker. Beautiful pen with a 14K gold nib. I don't know if you see that real good. Yep. Now, a little story about this pen. I've been wanting one for many years, and I was going to get one this year. Now, I don't know if you can see the color. It looks black, but really it's a darker blue, but it could be black. I could be colorblind. Anyway, so here's what happened. I did a video on this. I wasn't expecting any pens coming in, at least not for that week. So, doorbell rings, long story short, answer the door, can you please sign here? Got a package from, I forgot that place that delivers packages. So, came in, we did a mail call, and there was a note in there. No name, no address, nothing like that. It said anonymous and, thank you, blah, 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 which I already did a video on. I do know it came from the Netherlands. I do know that. So that was pretty cool. Lovely pen. The nib is to die for. Juicy, juicy, wet nib on it. Smooth. And that makes me want to get another one. I like them that much. So, and I've just got some new ink, the Royal Blue, Mont Blanc Royal Blue that I'm going to put in it next. So that's one little baby that I love, 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 love. And let's go to Birmingham pens. You ready for this? The amazing Beetlejuice from Birmingham Pens. Lovely, lovely fountain pen. I like the girth in this pen. I like just the pen, the way it feels in the hand. Unscrew the cap, and it has the Nimison nib on it. And I believe this one has the medium or fine. One of the two. Right here. Great nib.
John has one of those.
Great fountain pen. Can't say enough about it.
And it's Greasy Pete. Hello.
Hey, Greasy Pete, what's up? Hello, Bill. Hello, everybody out there in Inky World. So, peace and love to each and every one of you. Y'all are like dynamite. Okay, so back to, see, I get kind of a little off sometimes. Oh, I guess I have dementia, don't I?
Could be.
Could be. Oh, well, I'm old. What the heck? What the heck? I don't care. So, hey. All right, so my friends, a pen that is well worth the money. They're affordable. And if you have yet to try a Birmingham pen, let them know you heard it from Larry's Fountain Pen Review. Nick, one of the brothers, the family owned. And hopefully, sometime next year, they're going to release one with a clip on it. I've been talking with Nick and his brother, and the last report that I've heard is that they are planning to do one with a clip on it. It'll be a bit higher because, yes, you're paying for the clip and the labor to install the clip, but affordable, dependable pen right here. I really love it. I don't carry it around as much as I like because no clip on it. I have to use a pen case. A lot of times I just like to put it in my shirt and go, and I can't do it with that. That's the only thing, but it's a great fountain pen. Lovely fountain pen.
John likes the Birmingham Ice Rink ink.
Oh, okay. I think I have that.
I think that was one of the samples they sent
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I have about 1,000 samples. All right, now we're gonna do these right here, and these are the yolk.
Euchres.
Yeah, he had to look it up. Okay, euchre's coming up. So, they have the felt tip, and I have another one. Let me get it out of here for you.
Dan likes the Birmingham Point Park turquoise.
The euchres, these are all beautiful, stunning fountain pens. What's cool about these, you can use fountain pen ink, and you can get different tip sizes for these pens. They're really nice. They do a great job, and I'll be having the newest one doing a review on that as soon as it comes here from, where was Loretta at? She's in Japan, wasn't she?
I think so.
I think Loretta's in Japan. Also, Euchre's, I'm talking with Loretta, she's the owner, and she will be one of my guests next year as well. We're also working on a date and time to bring her on the Zoom Pen Hangout, so that's going to be awesome.
Bill has some of the Birmingham inks coming in, not sure when. Mostly blue, Sailor, and Leonardo blue. John got 200 ink cartridges from Birmingham for his students, although they came in after the school had closed back in March. Only $20 for them.
Wow. Huh. Cool. Okay, here's another pen. It's the Heinz Blue Storm with a 14K gold nib. Marvelous fountain pen. Just stunning. It writes beautiful. So I've been using this one, good Lord, I don't know, a couple of 3 months now. Now, of course, the Sailor, this has a medium fine on it, 14K, beautiful, stunning pen that I really enjoy using. And I've got a couple of Pilot Metropolitans right here. Absolutely a cool, fun, affordable fountain pen. You know, if you're a beginner or you're just into fountain pens, you got to have at least one in your collection. I may have, I don't know, 6, 7, 8. And let's go back to some Lamys. I'm a Lamy freak. Love Lamy fountain pens. So, of course, the Lamy All-Star and the Lamy Safaris. And, you know, if you get a rollerball, let me know what you think of them. What's going to be different on the rollerballs, it's going to be on the top. You're not going to have that little cross. It's going to be a little bit different on that. And moving along, here is another pen from Heinz that I had Jim make me, kind of to imitate the Conklin All-American, kind of, but I told him, gave him the dimensions how I wanted it. So, and it has a beautiful medium steel nib on it. I was thinking about having Jim send me a gold nib for this, but this steel nib writes just so nicely that that's why I haven't done it, but I love the pen. So, and I've been carrying this pen another couple of 2 or 3 months as well. So, we're getting down there very close, and then I'll shut up for a little while. And then here is the beautiful, lovely Monteverde Regatta. Beautiful nib, writes really sweet. A friend of mine gave this to me. And a special thank you out there to Dr. Nathan Holstein. There's some people that want to stay anonymous, so I can't say their names. But one gentleman, super nice gentleman, one year sent me a Mont Blanc 149 14K medium vintage pen. Just 1990, just a stunning fountain pen. And then I have a friend that from time to time will send me pins, not one or two, but pins, and so I can give them away, hand them out. And what I do is not so much because of the pandemic is now, but I give them to people. If I'm somewhere, I'm seeing somebody working at the table, like let's say a Starbucks, and say, "Hey, you got a minute?" Sure. I said, "Do you know what this is?" "No, this is a fountain pen." He said, "Really? Never heard of a fountain pen?" So then I talked about the fountain pen a little bit, get his curiosity going, let him try it out. He likes it. Then I give him the information where he needs to go to get, inks or refills or whatever he needs. Of course, I let him know, check out my website channel. So, and then I give him the pen. So I give away a lot of pens. I think I've given away over 600 pens since I've started back in 2015. A lot of pens out of my own pocket. And then thanks to a lot of my viewers, they send me pens and I give those away. Here's a new pen I'm going to share with you guys first.
Okay, let me jump in real
Yeah.
that pen. John likes the Monteverdi inks. He says you're blessed to have people give you such great fountain pens, and we are blessed with some very great viewers. Jajit asks, which has more girth, the Pilot Metropolitan or the Schaefer VFM?
Wow. They're pretty close. I have the Schaefer as well. You're pretty close. I think I probably would think the Schaefer by some, but you know what? I'll have to check into that and get back to you. But yeah, you're pretty close on that. So here's one here. And Mr. Nancy, will you pronounce the name?
This is the Zensdy.
All right, here's a new pen coming out I will be reviewing. Now remember, a lot of these pens are going to be given away, so you might want to check them out. So here it is, brand new. And y'all are going to see it first. Right here. Right there. Can you see that name pretty well?
Yes.
Good. And I'll show you the inside. I've done a pen mail on it already. They really are some beautiful fountain pens. Here's the polka dot. And they send me 5 of these pens. And I think they start out from $30 up to $50, $60. So I will be doing the giveaway. And back to John Lopez, right?
Yeah.
You're the one with the teacher with all the kids, right, John?
Yes.
Okay, John, my thing is helping people all I can, the best I can, how I can. And I do a lot of help to the students. Sometimes they may be colors, crayons, art supplies, notebook paper. Before the pandemic came in, to an elementary school of mine that I went to. And what I do is I'll take them big old boxes of cool stuff in there. And I let them know, I let the counselors know that these are not for sale. These are for students that don't have the money to buy supplies. They can come here and they can get whatever they want free. So that's my little help to the community. So what I was thinking, John, we can get together sometime and we can talk about maybe helping your kids out. How does that sound? Okay?
Okay, he says you are amazing. Bill asks, and I don't think I've heard you mention this one before, does anyone know the size of a nut driver needed to remove the hex nut at the top of an Omas Ogiva demonstrator?
Omas.
I don't know if that's Ogiva or Ogiva.
Yeah, the Omas. I'm going to try to say, got a couple here. But the ones that you're talking about, the nut driver on that, you know, No, I don't. Again, what you might want to do is send a message out to a Nibmeister. Let me kind of lead you to one to see if you're interested. I think his name is Dan. Let me get it for you real quick.
Would Greg be one of
Oh,
those?
Greg.
Sheep.
That's it, Greg. I apologize for that. Was it Greg? I'm looking for him. Greg. All right, Larry, you can spell. No, I can't. Gregory. Here we go. His name is Gregory Sheik.
Sheep, I
Yeah,
think.
Schiek. And you can find him listed as antiquedigger.com. Again, let him know you heard it from Larry's Fountain Pen. That helps me, like I'm doing my job, getting people's names out there. And his email is info, I-N-F-O, at Antiquer, A-N-T-I-Q-U-E, Digger, D-I-G-G-E-R .com, C-O-M, okay? And his phone number is area code 239-850-6792. So, he's the guy that when I need stuff done on my pens, I'll give him a buzz, and the guy is great. Really is good. He lets you know what's going on. He'll let you know if you really don't need this or you don't need that. Just a really great, honest, dependable guy that I trust with my pens. And to me, that's a lot to say about somebody.
And John's dropping out for now. Take care.
John, don't forget John.
Email.
So, that's one of them. And let's see, what else? Have I mentioned anything? Oh, here we go. I don't think I mentioned this one. This is the Fountain Pen Revolution.
Trevini.
Okay, here's that new one from Fountain Pen Revolution, the Trevini. Remember this one? Beautiful fountain pen.
Yeah, and show the engraving there.
Yeah. And Kevin did the engraving himself. Can you see that pretty good?
Yes.
And the nib is to die for. I don't have any problems with the nib. Wet, smooth. The pen delivers. So really a plus. Kevin has really been stepping up his game in the pen world. Adding more pens, a variety of pens. I think he's doing the Pilot, Vanishing Points, and other pens like that as well. So, but that's my pen carry. I carry a lot of pens, and last but not least, I forgot who sent me this one. Do you remember? Was it Deborah or no? What was her name?
I don't remember that one.
Oh, forgive me, but this came in last week, I believe. The Levenger Carbon, I believe, right here. And the lady that sent it, I appreciate it. I forgot your name. I apologize 1,000 times. Beautiful, stunning fountain pen. And she said she put in a Goulet broad nib in it because the nib in it, Levenger nib, she didn't like the way it wrote.
Hello, Lucia. Where did you want to be added to? And Dan asks, have you heard of Ferris wheel pens and inks?
Yeah, sure have. Yeah. So, what was the are these questions or what?
That was a question, yes.
And did you give an answer?
You just did.
I did.
Yeah.
When?
Mhm.
Oh. Oh. All right. Guess how old I am? No, let's not do that. That's back pushing. All right, forget that. Erase that out of your mind. Blamp.
For $20 on PayPal, I'll tell you his age.
I don't think so. Anyway, so those are my pen carry. Now, tomorrow I've got to get in the bathroom and I've got like 21 pens to clean out. Yeah. Then I've got some pen pal letters I've got to answer. Then I've got to get reviews ready on the show to get those ready. So I am booked to the gills. But I'm having a party here. A lot of fun here. And really, I want to thank each and every one of you guys. You guys are amazing. On the real side, let's talk on the real side. You guys are incredible. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. In fact, no reviewer would be here. So how can you help me? Some people have asked. some people can't afford to send money because I have PayPal and Patreon. I do get maybe a few dollars here and there, but nothing to even mention. But I still appreciate it. And some people send pens or inks. But an easy way to help me is whenever you buy a pen, let them know where you heard about the pen. Larry's Fountain Pens. Bam! Big plus. That
And
helps.
yeah, JG, Kevin from FPR does have some great deals going with some of the pen makers there in India.
Yes, India, the pens from India, at least the ones I have that I get from Kevin, really are amazing. Really nice pens.
Okay, here's something from Frank. Did you see the tip going around after you clean a pen, assemble it, and stick it nib first into the end of a toilet paper roll?
I have seen that. Huh?
Like you're sticking it into the leftover paper on the roll? Is that what it's doing?
Hmm.
And Dan says, I have one of the FPR Himalaya V2s, upgraded it to a 14K flex nib.
Go nib, yeah.
And you told him about him, and he's glad he did.
Yeah. I do like the gold nibs. I think I have 2 gold nibs from, Fountain Pen Revolution. So, I love them. So, now let's go ahead and talk about inks. When is there enough inks that you say, okay, I'm not getting any more inks, and do you actually stick to it? I have tried over and over, and so far I have not been able to do that. Has anybody out there had that same problem? Oh, well, now Frank.
He says, there is never enough ink.
Yeah, now Frank Overman, he's also my room manager for my Zoom meets, and he's over my Facebook groups. But talk about inks. He's got those large tubs. See, they're like amazing, colossal tubs of ink. 1, 2, 3, I think 4. I don't know how many it was, but I never seen so much ink in my life. We had a pen club meet over at Starbucks once years ago, and we were doing ink, and him and Kara brought out. It was amazing. So they're inkified. Okay, they are inkified.
Okay, for the toilet paper, it sucks the leftovers out of the nib. And Bill says, for drying pens, I use a lipstick holder, hold 6, and wrap the nib in a makeup remover pad and shove it in that holder. And Frank has 4 tubs, each 6 inches deep.
Wow. All right. Now, 4 tubs. Now, that's a lot of ink. I don't know if you ever seen 4 tubs of ink, but it's amazing. So, here we go. Really cool. And where I got this from was I bought it. If I can get this thing on here right there. That's where I got it. Frank from Federalist Pens. You got it? Can you see that pretty good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because it's kind of weird on me over here. So.
Yeah, and you've been having a lot of fun with that.
Yep. And because, I've had requests from people about coloring books, so I ordered this one from Frank, and then Deborah, I believe, she sent me one. She ordered from Frank a different one, so when I get done with this, I'll start a different one. And so this is all with fountain pen ink. Oh, that's all fountain pen. And there's some I do with colored pencils, like that one is colored pencils right there. And then this one here is fountain pen ink. So I kind of mix it up. And then I use crayons sometimes. Here's one I'm working on right now. If you see the hair job on this one, if you watch one of my videos, I did that with the ink, the crayon with the lighter, where I let the it drip. The crayon melts and it drips where I want it. So I'm having some fun with that. But all this here is ink, and going pretty well on it. And then I use gel pens as well. Then Mr. Announcer got these right here, these 3D. They are really pretty cool colors that are just to write, but they work well. So that's that. Now let's go over to some paper. Paper. Got so much to talk about, right? Right. So I think it was Marilyn, one of my viewers. She was telling me about a notebook she found that's fountain pen friendly, and here it is. I've done a review on it, and it's from the CVS. Yeah, CVS Pharmacy, and the paper is tremendously great. Let me just show you a little bit here what I've done with it, and then here's the back of it. I've even used it for letters. It has some show through, but it really has worked really well. So I really like the paper, and I use it now. So here's one on the front that I did when I first got the notebook, and then here is the back of it, and it did real well with those inks and those nibs. You have some show through, but so do you have that on Tomo River paper, Rhodia paper, but does a great job. And then there's another notebook that I found as well. You can tell I'm very organized, right? Not! So anyway, it's, here it is right here. Let's see. Well, it's from a Walgreens, and I don't have it with me. It's probably in the other room. And then I went back looking from last year, and then I found this one from Walmart. I said, I wonder if this one is fountain pen friendly. And just to show you guys, because I'm going to, well, you'll never know. So here's a little bit that I've done with it right here, just for a test real quick. And then it did very well on the back, as you can see. And then I had some that I had about 4 years ago that aren't any good. You can only use the front. You can't use the back. It's total blah. When it goes through.
Dan says, regarding paper, can you recommend any fountain pen safe stationery with matching envelopes? Something that isn't girly looking.
Yeah, go to Anderson Pens. Has a bunch of that you would really like. I forgot the names offhand. And then you might want to check Frank at Federalist Pens. I'm not sure if you might carry, but I'm pretty sure Anderson's does. Yeah, I'm going to say they do. Because I know Brian and Lisa have a good selection of that. I think I just saw that a few days ago. So you might want to check that out.
Bill says we should host pics of subscribers' inks, pens, and papers. We do have the Facebook page, Larry's Fountain Pens, that people are able to post on.
Yeah, you can go on there on Larry's Fountain Pens, and you can do that. And you can also go on Larry's Fountain Pen Pen Pals and post some stuff, you know.
Also, viewer with the name of A World of Snail Mail, hello, recommends Claire Fontaine and G. Lalo. Both brands have envelopes with them.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to name 2 more pens. 1,000 pardons. and I cannot pronounce his name. Can you pronounce that name? Remember that word name? Scribs, scribe.
Scrix.
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 Yeah. Here's one that Frank from Federalist Pens sent me. And now this one I didn't pay for, thank God. Scripps. It's a pen from Turkey, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. And it's really a cool pen. What does that remind you what it looks like? You can leave your comments below. And I'll see what you think. And it's pretty cool. It's a piston filler. And there's your ink window. Steel nib. And it really writes beautiful. And Frank sells these at Federalist Pens for like $40. Well worth the money, I think. And they come in different colors. So there was one more. And I don't know. Here it is. Okay. Back to Birmingham Pens. Bang! Yeah. Here it is. The
Jurassic Amber.
Amber. Yes. One has a fine nib and one has a medium nib, and they're juicy Nimison nibs. Really nice. Again, Birmingham really does a great job. Birmingham Pens, remember that. And let those guys know Larry's Fountain Pens recommended you, because I don't stick my name out for anybody. These guys deserve the love. They need the love because they've earned that. They do incredible jobs. I don't know if you know it now, but now they're making their inks in-house, each by hand. Mixing that ink and putting it in the bottles and getting it all wrapped up and getting ready to ship out. But yeah, they're making their inks
Bill
in-house.
recommends the Clairefontaine Triomphe for the papered envelopes, and Snail Mail loves the Amber pen. Looks lovely.
Love it. Once you put the nib to paper, you'll love it. If you're using, I'm not telling you or anybody that go out and buy expensive paper, especially when you're broke like me. You have to use what's available in your means. I use regular notebook paper at my desk. I can't use the back of it because it bleeds through severely. And then, of course, when that nib hits that paper, kind of spreads, maybe like that. But it's still workable. It may not be the best, but it's better than nothing, right? So I just thought I wanted to say this because I've had some comments and some emails about people asking me about pens and paper. They don't have the bucks to spend on all these pens and papers, but they do like it. So, there's pens out there that you can buy, like, this great Jinhao 159 under $5. And you can get these platinums for, I think, under 20, I'm thinking. But there's something for everybody. It may not have all the bells and whistles, but yeah, it's there's something for you, and as well as paper.
Okay, Snail Mail says that you can make your own envelopes with an envelope punch board, needing square paper. Would the paper for scrapbooking work for that? I didn't know if those might be too large or not, or perhaps they could be cut down. And yeah, I think one or two of Larry's pen pals do that with their stuff. Ms. Jen Wingo, hello to you. Note cards that they sell in Target in the dollar section are nice. 6 cards for $1. Okay, scrapbook paper would work. We've seen that at Michael's before. A lot of interesting designs. And what you got there?
This is the newest to the family. The beautiful, the one and only, the Visconti Homo sapien. I'm trying to think where I picked this up at. Either at Frank from Federalist Pens or from Anderson Pens. Beautiful, stunning. The one which has the new Joe on nib, 14K Joe on nib, and just beautiful pen. Is that a 14K or is that an 18? Let me look real quick. 18. Beautiful pen. I've done a review. Excellent fountain pen.
Hello, Frank is online.
Hello, Frank.
Federalist Frank.
Pens. Frank's online. So, hey, if you got any questions about Federalist pens, my man Frank is online. He's the guy I've been talking about. Have I not?
Okay, do you know anything about the Skyview Homo sapiens in different finishes?
On the Skyview.
If he says if he got the name right. Skyview Homo sapiens?
Oh, Skyview.
If
Frank, can you answer that one?
If the one in different finishes will ever come out.
Now, Frank from Federalist Pen, let me ask him that question because he's on right now. So, let's see what he has to say. Keep watching. Frank, if anybody can answer it, my man Frank from Federalist Pens can. So, and here's a couple of new ones that I've got from Frank right here of the Visconti Homo sapien line. Beautiful fountain pens, gorgeous. And the nibs are to die for. They're the kind of pens you don't want to put down, okay? So this is why I have a hard problem of choosing 10 pens when I pick the 10 favorite, the 5 favorite, and the 3. Top 3. And here's one I got from Frank from Federalist Pens, I believe the Blue Lagoon. Talking about a pen to die for. This pen, it's high end, but you know what? You're getting your money's worth. Great, gorgeous fountain pen.
Bill likes the smaller ink window, but wants it in black or chrome.
And of course, here's the beautiful Visconti fountain pen, the minute, right here. Gorgeous. Look at those colors just pop. Look at that. Gorgeous. That's all about Visconti, baby. Visconti rocks. Look at that beautiful nib. Just screaming. Yeah. Now, they're piston fillers. Believe it or not, my favorite ink filler, believe this or not, what do you think? Is it a cartridge? Is it a converter? Or is it a piston filler? Or is it the bag lever? Well, to me, for me, now this is just me, I'd rather have a converter. Why is that? They're easier to clean out than the piston fillers, than the bag fillers. Ugh. They're great. They're great fillers, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. They're great. But it's just so time consuming. But I love my pens. So.
Okay, Frank says, yes, there are other colors in the works. Hello to DeFarce, who has asked Frank a question. Let's see. Okay, Snail Mail says, you'd be no good at Desert Island Discs, which is a long-running radio series that runs interviews. You have to choose 7 pieces of music or audio, 1 book, 1 lecture to be stranded on a desert island.
Oh, well, okay, I can rock with the best of them, my man, but to pick one, that's impossible, okay? So, because I'll be rocking the house down. Can you dig what I'm saying? Yeah. When it comes to music, I'm your man. I love it. But when you say, pick your favorite song or your favorite book or whatever, I have too many. So right now, Frank is on. He's on here right now. He's a guy on Federalist Pens. If you got a question, ask Frankie, baby. So, all right, we talked about my pen carry. We talked about inks, kind of, didn't we?
Yes.
We didn't go in there deep, but we did talk about some inks. Let's talk about Lockby. Isn't that correct, Mr. Journal?
Yes.
Yes. If you're looking for an incredible field journal, Lockby products, check them out. And I have the pen roll and some other things, but Lockby did a great job. A lot of thinking and planning went into these items that they've made. And they've done an outstanding job, and I've done reviews on it. Also, when I keep in here is it comes with all the notebooks, if you can see that. And this Tomo River paper paper in each notebook, grid, dot grid, blank, and rule. And right here, it's an A5 notebook that I can put in there as well. And I picked this little jewel up from Federalist Pens, the endless recorder that Frank carries, that also uses Tomo River paper. Excellent, excellent, super great notebook. And I'm about I'm over halfway full, so I'll have to be ordering another one pretty soon. I just love it. I just love the paper. Incredible. And I carry a Pentel mechanical pencil. Yeah. I carry those. I use mechanical pencils. I use number 2 pencils. I use the Blackwing pencils. I use gel pencils. Gel pens. I use roller balls from time to time, ballpoint pens from time to time. But fountain pens are my heart. That's the main ones I use. At my desk, I do have ballpoint, gel pen, fountain pen, pencil, a mechanical pencil, and a roller ball. And I always said, yeah, so that's kind of like how I roll. Yeah. So
he really does live fountain pens.
I love fountain pens. Yeah. So I don't have any money because the fountain pen takes all my money. So
DeFar says, my favorite filling system is piston converters are like installing 4-cylinder engines in Mustangs.
All right. So everybody, Christmas is around the corner. So anybody have any great plans? You know, I don't know about you guys, but the virus here in Fort Worth is out of control. And a lot of just the bars have been ordered to lock down again. The restaurants have been ordered to go back, I think, to 50%, I believe. So a lot of stuff has been going in Tarrant County that need to be careful. I don't know about in your areas, but I keep up with that religiously. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done the stream, and I don't have no excuse why, but I'm going to get back doing that more so we can hang out and party out and just have a good time hanging out. I really I'm glad that Frank from Federalist Pen made it on here. That's my buddy. He's a great guy, just a really wonderful guy. If you need any help buying a pen, wanting a pen, check out Frank. You know, if Frank doesn't have that pen, or if you're looking for something that Frank doesn't have, Frank's the kind of guy, he will send you to one of his competitors and say, why don't you check this one out? Now, that's pretty awesome in my book.
Snail Mail asks, is it doing the live stream easier than Zoom?
I like Zoom better. What do you think, Mr. Announcer?
They both do what they need to do. That from my viewpoint, the Zoom takes a little bit longer because I have to go edit the film, and the live streaming like this comes up automatically. But that's no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal, he said. So, but yeah, I don't know. I get Zoom because I can see everybody. That's what I like about it.
And on the live stream also, some people really just don't want to be seen on a camera, so they would tend to watch on the live stream more than they would on the Zoom.
Well, but then on Zoom they can blank out their whole picture.
That's also true.
Yeah, so there's a lot of pluses. Real quick, here is the pen roll from Lockbeat. Really nice one too as well.
Question: when is the next Zoom coming up? Is that next Saturday?
Yeah, let me get that with you. I think I just talked about it. I got 1,000 books in here, and Lord have mercy. Yeah, I'm real organized, aren't I? Sure am. Stuff all over the place. So it's going to be Tuesday, December the 8th. It's going to be at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be the Pen Pal Meetup that I invite each and every one of you to come along and join me and Tony.
Rusty C.
We have a blast hanging out. You will have a blast as well. I mean, it's just lots of fun, especially now when you're locked down and you're all like going nuts. You can go nuts with us. But really, we have a great time. And you won't know till you hang out with us and check it out. It's awesome. It really is. So that's the next one coming up. And then... that
was 7 on Tuesday night?
Yeah, and then, now that's 6:30 p.m. Tuesday night.
6:30 on Tuesday. Okay.
And then on Saturday the 12th, I have a double hitter. The Fort Worth Pen Club meets at 3 p.m. And then we're going to be doing one with Frank from Federalist Pens at 6 p.m.
Yes, and all those are Central Time.
Central Time. Yeah, that's going to be a killer as well. We did one with Frank where he was at the mall. And he was able to show a lot of his things he carries. It's enormous. You should see all the products that Federalist Pens carry. It's amazing. Even I didn't know he had all this good stuff. I mean, it was everywhere. Seriously. You just have to see one of my videos when I did on it and see everything that Frank carries. It's no little table. It's like everywhere. Frank's all over the place. All kind of good stuff. So...
Norm likes the Zoom. He prefers the Zoom, being able to see people, and I agree. It's more fun that way. Let's see, where was this? Oh, Bill said he wished pen companies would do more screw-in converters. So you don't like the push-in converters?
Yeah, you don't like the friction fit. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, converters. Yeah,
converters.
Like Monteverdi has. Right. I like those. I really like the screw-in converters the best because they're more secure. They're in there, and they're not going to fall out. I've had converters that they're in there, nice and snug, but from time to time, it depends on the converter, I guess. The converter just falls out in the barrel. So when I'm checking my ink levels and stuff, I've noticed that, and I have to put it back on. And then when I'm filling up with ink, sometimes that converter tends to twist where the nib, once the whole nib unit fell in the bottle of ink. That was a lot of fun.
Now, Bill said he had a problem where the converter popped out and made a mess.
Yeah, so that's happened too. So yeah, so I like the screw-ins the best. I wish Visconti would come out with a Visconti Homo sapien with a converter. Like the Pilot King of Pens came out with a converter. Love that fountain pen. To die for. Yep. Easy to maintain. We got that going on. So, I got one more pen in there I didn't even use. So, anybody have any favorite pens or pens on a wish list? I have one. I have to get another Visconti Homo sapien, the white one. Frank, what is that one called? I've got the other two from you, and I'll get that last white one soon. Not the snowflake, I don't think. But Frank, let me know. Because that's still, I forgot all about getting that pen. I think I got all lost, wrapped up in the Franklin, on the Conklin Courage. Yeah, so. Because those pens was a must for me. I just had to have them. I like them that well. So, people ask me, where do I get my pens at? And inks and stuff. Well, I try to share the love. I'll go to Federalist Pens, Anderson Pens, Pen Chalet or Ink Journal / Just Appelboom from the Netherlands, Pen Chalet, Few more others, but I think those are the main ones that I'll go with.
Snail Mail had a problem unscrewing an A-hab to get at the converter, which was empty. Got it done, refilled it with Krishna pencil.
Huh? Was the ink the Krishna pencil? Is that more? Does it look more like a number 2 pencil, lead pencil?
And let's see. Oh, Frank says it's the Blizzard White.
Ah, that's it. Yeah, that's my baby. Yeah.
And Snail Mail, I lost track of what this was an answer to or a question. Snail Mail mentions Van Ness, but I don't remember what that was for.
There was one, it had to do with Frank, and I forgot what it was. It'll come back to me, maybe. Maybe. I'm trying to think of it now. But anyway, the gentleman that is on here right now is actually from here, and I'm really glad that he made it. Really am glad, because this gives you guys an opportunity to ask Frank some questions while we're on, and he'll give you your answers. And then when we're on the Zoom Pen Hangout, if Frank's available, he'll be on there and you can meet him. Like, you know, this coming next weekend, he'll be on, and you'll be able to actually interact with Frank, get to meet him and ask him questions, and it's a lot of fun.
If anybody's interested, they can get that one for me for Christmas. It's only $22,000. We do have Patreon and PayPal.
But if anybody's interested, you can also make that a double. I want one too as well. Please, Santa. Please, please. I've been good.
Okay.
And I'll even, let's see, if I can find it, I'll do this for y'all. How you like that? What's that? So, all right. So, we've covered my pen carry, paper, inks, talk about a few of the journals. So, talked about the coloring book, some different paper. Oh, here's one that, let me see, this is it. I need to check with Adam from the ink guy. He does really good intensive reviews on inks. So if you're interested on inks, you need to check out Ink Guy on his YouTube channel. It really, he goes into depth. He's a serious guy that really does tremendous work on ink. So he was talking about moleskin. Well, I've already done a review on the smaller moleskin tester paper, because I used to use moleskin a long time ago, and I like moleskin. I'm not going to stop using it because it's not pen friendly. I'm still loving it. So that didn't work because it bled through. So we were at Barnes and Noble, weren't we?
Yes.
And we picked up this size and we did a review on it. And I was really hoping this was it. I think you get 3 for like $9-10. So here is the front of the page.
Oh, wait, that's the new moleskin?
Yeah.
That was Office Depot.
Office Depot. Okay. So, and you can already see the ink right here. Bam. That's a bad sign when you see that, especially. And it didn't do too bad. There was beat through and show through, but not all that bad. Just up here, when I used the Birmingham GC nib, but everything else was fairly decent. Just depends on the nib and the ink. So, you know, I need to try their higher end notebooks to see if they do well, but you know, it's not that bad.
Let's see. Okay, Snail Mail mentions the inks in the Super Rich series. Are those from Van Ness that you got? Then Dan asks, what about fountain pen friendly Christmas cards?
Oh, okay.
I don't think we've tried those yet.
No, I haven't even heard of them. There's a lot of this stuff, believe it or not, I haven't heard of.
I think though, if you feel the paper, if the paper has kind of a grainy feel, the ink might tend to feather out when you write. If it's more of a smooth, glossy feel, I think it would handle the flow better.
Okay. Now, we were at Walgreens. Wasn't that was the one, yeah.
Yes.
Wasn't it Walgreens or Stevie? Walgreens.
No, that was Walgreens.
Okay. We were at Walgreens, and one of my viewers told me about this composition book. And I have some of these composition books that aren't fountain pen friendly at all. So we tried this one with this brand, okay? And I do like the cover of it, the hardcover, I like that. And I did a little test up front, and on the back, there's no bleed through. It did very well, so I was able to use the back of the page, okay? So this is another good one. So I've showed you 3 cool, decent notebooks that you can use. And one of my first Christmas cards from a pen pal, pen friend, a pen viewer, pen subscriber, whatever you want to call it. It's from Maryland. And she made this lovely Christmas card for me. Yay! I thought I'd share this. And thank you, Maryland. Maryland rocks. All right. All right. So, now, there's so much to talk about, but it's going to take 1,000 billion years. So, and I'm sure right now, each and every one of you are putting a smile on my good buddy face, Frank. You know, I can never really say enough about Frank from Federalist Pens. When you get to know the person, you know, behind the scene, when you really get to know the heart of that person, you know all the mechanics about them. You can feel their soul. Frank his heart is really into his work. He was a history teacher, but he loves fountain pens. That's why he got in the business. And he wants all his customers satisfied and happy, and he does all he can, bends over backwards to make it right for you. And when you call Frank, it's a little bit different than other shops. When you call Frank or order something off his website, or let's say, you call Frank or either on the phone or chat, well, you're going to get Frank. If you chat online, it's Frank. If you call him, ding-a-ling-a-ling, Federalist Pens and Paper, it's Frank. When you make an order on his website, who's going to fill it? It's Frank. Frank. One man show. He does it all, right? But you got to give him A+. So.
And, yeah, snail mail. We do like the minions, yes.
Love them.
And there is Adam. Hello, Ink Guy.
Yeah, hey, Adam, welcome. I was just talking about you, Adam, the Ink Guy. Here's the gentleman that knows his stuff. This is the guy that I watch religiously because he gives me all the information that I need about inks. He's, in fact, the only one that I watch and listen to about inks. He goes into depth. And if you have any questions about ink, you can also email him and he'll answer you. He's amazing. He's also been one of my guests on my Zoom Pen Hangout. So, Adam, you need to come back and we need to do another show because, really, you've got an incredible channel.
He sent you a link about the moleskin notebook he's using. It's on the moleskin review. He posted.
Thank you. That's one I need to get. It's a must. Like I need it. You know, like you can't see it, but there's buku books back there and stuff. So okay, so
Snail Mail asks, "What ink do you have on your fingers?" I didn't notice any.
What ink do I have on my fingers? It's called skin. I don't have any ink on my fingers. You see any ink?
Dirty fingernails, maybe.
No, not dirty. They're all clean. I clean my nails. I'm clean. I took a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, maybe you saw inky fingers up somewhere, because usually my fingers are inkified. But I don't see any ink. Oh, here's a pretty cool notebook I use from Rhodia. That one, yeah, I use this. Comes in pretty handy. And it's good paper. There's the ink that I do. And then the paper does really well with the ink. Now, when I say I do ink reviews, I don't do them like Adam does. I don't have time, for one. And that's just a lot more time than I would want to spend, because I'm so busy doing other things, that I will show all the ink colors and how they work on the paper, but just mainly to show you how the ink colors look. And sometimes I like to compare them with other inks, because there may be inks that almost look identical. So why would you want to get an ink that looks almost identical or identical to a different name? I don't know. What do you think? So
I'll check on that comment, Adam, to see if it did get spammed. Snail Mail likes the Rhodia color, but hadn't seen it in a while.
Okay. Another thing I was wondering, yeah, here's the other ones. This is all the stuff I use when I do the coloring book thing. So, talk about on my next coming up stream. I think we're going to talk about pen cases. How's that? Yeah. That's one that we haven't hit yet. I don't get a whole lot of samples or items sent to me like other reviewers do, because their subscribers are huge. They have 20, 30,000 and over. So, but I do have people that do send me from time to time pens or pen cases, inks, and I'm really grateful to those people that do that. And believe it or not, again, I don't keep them. I'll be sending them out through the years. I'll send them out to different individuals. I do a silent giveaway. Believe it or not, yep, it's a silent giveaway. I have a list, and I'll go to my channel. I'll look for so-and-so, and I'll pick him or she, and I'll get a hold of that person, then I'll send them the pen. Now, you know, it's a used pen, but they're well taken care of. Very well taken care of. Now, sometimes I do send out some new pens as well. So, I just try to share the love with everybody. That's what it's all about.
Snail Mail asks, how's your coloring going?
My coloring...
That's not been on earlier.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me show you. I'll do a re-hit on that. What did I do with my coloring book? Remember what I did with it? Here it is. I thought the Sandman got it. Macalicolo! Okay, I had to spell a moment. Okay. Tell me I'm not an O man. Come on. I am not O. No. All right. I had a moment, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I had a moment. Here we go. Here's the one I was saying earlier that I picked up from Federalist Pens and Paper. Okay. And then Deborah ordered one from Frank, same place. And she sent me another one. So I thought this was pretty cool. And I do it with fountain pen ink, pens, gel, roller balls, colored pencils, felt tips, crayons, pencils, and this is one that was done all fountain pen. That's fountain pen and fountain pen inks. That was pretty cool in my book.
Okay, hello to Ryan. Have you had any problems with a Conklin Uniflex Nib?
I haven't. I have 4 of them, and I haven't had any problems. I know I might shoot that question to Frank, because he carries those pens as he got any feedback about the nibs. Frank, could you elaborate on that if you've had any feedback on that? Ta-da, 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 ta-da. It's going to be inked up. So, we will, go ahead.
If you're just joining us, thank you for being here. This is our first live stream in quite a while, and we're happy to be back.
I'm back in the saddle again. Yeah. I do have my moments, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to change. I'm happy being who I am, so I'm having a blast. And why not? You know? It's all good, right? Right. And there's my go live. I'm going to lose that little bit.
Frank says that the coloring books were a big hit at the pop-up store.
Really?
And there's Marilyn. Hello.
Hi, Marilyn. Yep. I was just showing your Christmas card, Marilyn, that you sent me. And what did I do with it again? Here it is, right here. Again, here's Marilyn. Yeah, I just want to show you that I did show your beautiful Christmas card, how thoughtful that was. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. So, guys, give me some feedback. What are you guys interested? What do you guys like to talk about? Let me know, and I can see if I can work it in. Okay, Frank said what now?
No issues with the flex nib that he's aware of.
So, if you're having a problem that you can't fix, Frank, what would you recommend to the viewer he or she should do? Contact Conklin or what?
Let's see. Marilyn says, have you tried any Pen BBS pens?
Oh, yeah. On my next live stream, we can talk about that. Just Marilyn, send me an email or a comment so I can write it down so I won't forget. But yeah, they'll be on the list. Pen BBS rocks. Great fountain pens. Moonman pens, rocks. Jinhao pens, rocks. Urine, Y-I-R-N? Urine. They remind you of the Lamy rocks. So yeah.
Let's see. Ryan, how good are the Yovo number 6 nibs?
Do what?
How good are the Yovo number 6 nibs?
For me, thumbs up. I love them. They really are. I was totally impressed. Really was. Really was. Let's just say you're not going to go wrong with them, okay? You're going to be saying, wow, what a nib.
Let's see, Bill is trying to find a 355 clear demonstrator. Marilyn just got a 309 in the mail.
Okay.
Frank O posted the toilet paper thing onto the Facebook group. Marilyn has a urine rainbow extra fine nib. The only extra fine, had it inked up for almost a year now.
Okay.
Dan, anybody but me not too wild about demonstrator style pens.
Okay.
And then, let's see, Frank said to Ryan that the Diplomat, Esterbrook, Edison, and Bexley all have Yovo nibs. Greasy Pete, I have found better flex nib other than the Duraflex, preferably gold. And I'm not sure what JW stands for.
JW Java?
Maybe, I guess. A medium flex JW.
Back to, since we're just hanging out now and just shooting the talk, Frank from Federalist Pens, since you're on here, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm thinking Frank is going to try to be out, God willing, next year to the Dallas Pen Show. That would be awesome, because if he does, Frank and I talked about it, I'm going to be there with him a while. Can't be there all day, but yeah, I'd love to hang out there for a while. All right. Well, how's your battery holding out?
I'm fine. Do you need the...
I'm just about, my battery just about dead on my iPad. So, I'm going to get connected there.
Can you get it?
Yeah, it's just not connected. All right. Okay. Well, I'm not even sure if it's working. That don't mean nothing. So, folks, the battery's getting low on my iPad, and I just put the charger on it, but it doesn't show it's charging because I probably don't know why it's not charging. But anyway, so, folks,
we've been on an hour and a half.
Yeah, we've been on here an hour and a half, so I need to go check on Cubby anyway, get him his pain meds, see how he's doing with his food. We have to eat dinner. We haven't eaten dinner yet. We've just been going, and Zoom like Zoomers do. So, hey.
Oh, do a quick update about Cubby for those who weren't
Okay, quick update about the Cubby, my assistant. He officially has
dementia.
Dementia.
Cognitive dysfunction syndrome.
So, the doc gave us a prescription that we need to take to a pharmacy like Walgreens to get the prescription filled. Wow. It's just basically what humans take, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, that, and then she's giving him something to help try to sleep better.
Yeah, just melatonin.
Yeah, just that, and we get that anywhere off the counter for that. So he's on 2 different pain meds, and then he's on a little pill to help boost his appetite. When he first weighed in, he was at 16 pounds, and it dropped to 15.2 or 4 pounds, and it dropped a few weeks back to 14.2 or 4 pounds. But he weighed in today at 15.2, yay, so he went back up. So he is starting to eat again. So Cubby is actually 16 years and 11 months old. He'll be 17 years January 1. So I was thinking he was already 19 years, but he's not. But he's getting there, and just needs a lot of our time and attention, and we check on him, I mean, like clockwork, all the time. All the time. He's my heart. I can't even imagine to tell you how or what I'm going to do if anything happens to him. See, to me, dogs are incredible. Well, I've got to go. Battery remaining, or talk.
Oh, low battery, yes.
Yep. Okay, well, the battery's dying, so I better cut it here, but keep watching for my next Zoom. My next live stream, it's going to be up, and be watching for the Zoom Pen Hangout. Why don't y'all just come in and join me sometime, okay? Don't be bashful. So I'm going to go, folks. Take care. God bless. See you later. And time to go.